Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you are creating dimensions for an object is we have to make an object. So I'm going to go to New. I'm going to choose English and then Standard Inch IPT. And it's going to load the libraries. You'll see them opening up here. That's from another program running in the background. Waiting for it to open. See the little spinny thing? That means it's waiting to open, and your libraries are loading down at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so now I have my new file, and the first thing I want to do is create a two-dimensional sketch on a flat piece of paper. So I'm going to click 2D sketch, and then I'm always going to, until further notice, draw on my front face, which is this one here. And I'll get my rectangle tool at the top over here. And I will create my rectangle. And then I'm going to use the dimension tool to measure the sides of my rectangle. And it's a very simple, once the tool is selected, all you have to do is click, drag out, and click again, and then enter the dimension that you want your shape to be. So I'm going to pick 7 inches because we were making a piece of Swiss cheese. I'm going to hit home so I can see it in a nice view on the screen, and then I'm going to dimension this other side. Notice the tool is still highlighted, so I just have to click, drag, click, and then I'm going to dimension that side to 5 inches. Now we picked inches in the beginning, so you don't really have to put the units of measurement. You can if you want to, but you don't really have to. I could just enter the 5 inches and then just hit the green check mark or enter, and then I have a 7-inch by 5-inch piece of Swiss cheese. Now once you're done with that, we need to make it a 3-dimensional design. So I'm going to click on Finish Sketch to get out of the paper and pencil sketch mode, which would be 2D sketch. And then I'm going to use this tool called Extrude. You'll see the little attribute box comes up. And I'm going to extrude my Swiss cheese to 0.25 or 1/4 inch. And notice that your dimension over here changes automatically when you enter in that number. I'm going to hit OK. And there you have it, my slab of Swiss cheese without the holes. Now to create the holes, we have to go back into 2-dimensional sketch because we want to sketch our circles again on a flat piece of paper. So I'm going to click 2D sketch, 2D sketch. I'm going to click on the face that I want to actually create a new sketch on. And then I'm going to use this circle tool, which is up here. And I'm going to create 8 circles. I think our rubric said we had to have at least 8 circles. And you know, Swiss cheese isn't perfect, so I'm going to make some go off the edge. That's a really big hole. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then again, I'm going to finish my sketch, and what you'll notice is that you have a 2-dimensional design now over a 3-dimensional design. What do I want to do now? I need to extrude my holes, but I'm going to extrude them backwards so that they cut through the cheese. And my width of my cheese is 0.25, so I'm going to leave it like that, but I'm going to choose the second one, which is to cut something. And you'll see if you hover over it, it gives you the shortcut. It says cut. And then I'm going to choose this second one here, which is backwards. So I'm going to cut backwards. And then I'm going to just choose all of my holes. And you'll notice when you choose the holes, the spot where that face was will disappear. And you just have to be careful that you actually are choosing the holes. I think that one was not chosen. I might have to go back and do that again. You choose the holes and then you say OK. And there you have it. A beautiful piece of Swiss cheese. Now, Swiss cheese is usually yellow. I hope it's not green. So you want to possibly color it, and you have a materials library here where you could just pick a color that you think would be good for your Swiss cheese. And I picked the brass soft yellow. and I just hit OK, X out, and there you have it. Now to save it, you want to make sure that you go to Pro, which is like a file in a Word document. So you go to Pro, Save As, and I want you to choose your number. You have to find your number, and then just My Documents, and then you can just save it as cheese. And hit save. And then you're done. You've learned how to make a piece of Swiss cheese, how to dimension a rectangle tool, and how to extrude.